Long before empires, before the rivers of Eden ran dry, there was a man who walked not in the shadow of gods, but beside them. His name was Enoch. He was the scribe of heaven, the listener of silence, the witness of divine law. When heaven touched earth, Enoch wrote what no mortal hand should write, the secrets of creation and of the end of days. The book was sealed in fire, hidden beneath stone and silence. Kings erased him, priests forbade him, but truth is not destroyed, only forgotten. And somewhere the Book of Enoch waits for those who still listen. Centuries passed until a man of the West sought what faith had buried, a Scottish explorer named James Bruce. In the year 1773, Bruce rode into the highlands of Abyssinia in search of a book that should not exist. He crossed mountains of fire and valleys of bones, driven not by faith, but by hunger for what was lost. Among the carved churches of Ethiopia, monks guarded a secret written in the language of angels. They placed before him a codex bound in leather and gold thread. Inside it, a bridge between man and the divine. The Book of Enoch, lost to the West for 1,000 years, had returned to the light. 200 descended upon Mount Hermon, mighty beings cloaked in light and thunder. They called themselves the Watchers, Irin, the ones who observe, who guard, who guide. They taught mankind what had been reserved for the heavens alone. Azazel revealed the forging of swords and knives, and the fashioning of shields and breastplates. Semjaza unveiled the knowledge of the stars, the signs of the heavens, and the motion of constellations. And to the daughters of men, they revealed adornment, the painting of faces, the weaving of charms, the mirror that bends desire. These gifts were dazzling and terrible. And from the union of heaven and earth, from the wombs of mortal women and the seed of the divine, were born the Nephilim, the giants of renown, monstrous in power and insatiable in appetite. They walked upon the earth like living mountains, devouring the fruits of the land, the beasts of the field, and then, at last, men themselves. And the cry of the earth rose to heaven. The Watchers had broken the order of creation, and creation itself began to break. It was then that the skies grew silent, and the face of God turned away. But one man still listened, one man still walked in truth. Enoch, the scribe, recorded all that had been done. He walked among the Watchers and spoke with them face to face, and he was chosen to carry their story, not as praise, but as warning. But Enoch, the mortal who saw the angels, was chosen for something greater. He did not die. One day, the light descended upon him, and he was lifted. The wind fell silent, and his shadow was no more. Through the first heaven, where the stars are born, through the second, where the souls of the righteous rest, through the third, where the rivers of fire flow beneath the throne of light, he beheld the seven heavens, each a sphere of creation, each a mirror of the divine, and at the highest he saw the face that none may see, and yet lived. But the words of Enoch, his testament, terrified those who ruled in his name. For within them was the truth that heaven and earth were once the same. The church silenced it, councils gathered, fires burned. Yet one man could not bear the weight of their fear. He fled through stone corridors, the codex hidden beneath his robe. He buried it where only sand and time could guard it. Ages later, hands covered in dust uncovered it again. The same words, the same light, passed from monk to alchemist, from alchemist to scholar, from scholar to screen. The fire never died, it only changed its name. And so Enoch walked the earth unseen, through the ruins of Babylon, the pyramids of Egypt, the cathedrals of Rome, the cities of steel and light. He watched empires rise and fall, and still, he waited. He is the witness of eternity, the scribe who remembers when even gods forget. Some say he walks still in every soul that looks toward the sky and remembers that light once spoke to man.